thirsty. He went to get a drink. Sam spilt a drink everywhere.
It's literally an entire pint glass.
What was it?
It was orange juice.
Like pure orange or squash?
Yeah. No, pure.
So, first of all, how you guys doing?
Oh, it's good, yeah.
This is the first time we've actually all been face to face, isn't it, since the start of
quarantine? Yeah, we actually haven't talked properly since this whole thing started, have we?
That's what you guys been up to.
Not much drumming,
no.
Sadly. A lot of guitar playing, but no drumming. But listening to a lot of music and that kind of stuff. But trying to keep the mind occupied, basically.
Yep. That is the way of quarry.
It is the way of quarry.
Yeah, and I'm still in work, so I'm just kind of tired. I'm working like 50 hours a week. 50 hours a week. Such are the joys of retail.
Indeed.
But there we go.
Yeah. To add to that as well, I hope everyone watching this is doing okay, staying safe, staying home as such. So this call is just a casual meet up, chat about life, music. Thought we might as well. This is about the most we can do, isn't it, in quarantine? We can't jam, we can't play gigs, so best thing we can really do. Also, thanks everybody for just the reception we've had to the first single, Stay, because it's been quite something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been really nice.
It's been incredible. First question, I've sort of structured these so it kind of like flow quite nicely. But first one is, how are you all coping in lockdown?
The main thing with me is just like, I've not stopped working or anything. So the main thing is just like, not seeing people who don't live in my house.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very strange time, isn't it, to be honest, to be alive. Yeah. Like, I'm missing my mates by this point. It's been, 5 weeks now? 5, 6? I mean, me and you, Sam, we're quite introverted.
Yeah, I am introverted, but it's getting
yeah.
Also, I think I left my Xbox remote the last time I was at your house. So for the first week, I was bored out of my mind. I couldn't put YouTube on or Netflix. I just kind of had to sit here.
Yeah, you'd have left your Xbox controller here. I'm sorry. I can post it to you if you want. Darren, to be fair, you are by far the most extroverted person in the band. How are you coping with it? Because
baking. That's one of the things I've been doing. But I'm not drumming. When I'm not drumming, keep people baking. There's all sorts of things I've been doing. I've been fixing my old makeup and just trying to stay positive.
Like, for everyone who doesn't know, Darren is a professional baker, patisserie chef.
Yeah.
I swear you're more famous for baking cakes than you are for playing music at this point.
Well, they go in tandem, I think. So we'll go, well, I want to come to one of your gigs now, so that's how it works.
But our fan base is going to be just full of people who just like cake. Who just love cake and love food. So our merch can just be cupcakes. Right, here's
a good idea to go on tour with perishable merch. Yeah. Well, welcome to the 30th day of tour. You can have some 30-day-old cupcakes.
That is a good point. Unless we have some kind of like tour oven, like little station for Darren, in the back of the van, where you can just sort of make cakes as we go.
Yeah. Apart from that, playing a load of old vinyls, getting. Just sort of digging into a load of music that I've not listened to for a long time, and doing things that you wouldn't do if you were working, or that's basically all I've been trying to do.
What about you then, Bill?
Me? I've been watching a lot of like Avengers and like Marvel films. And...
Yeah, on the Disney Plus trial.
No, we've got Disney Plus, so.
Oh, right.
Making those, and a lot of Simpsons, actually, like a lot of Simpsons. I didn't know there was that much. Like, I knew there were a lot of episodes, but I swear you could just spend the rest of your life and you would never finish. Like, the amount of Simpsons episodes are, it's unreal. Like, I'm pretty sure we started watching it about season 3 or something random like that. Because there was an episode I remembered as a kid, so I just sort of picked it out. And we're on like season 25. That's something ridiculous like that. 24, something like that. It's mad. What about you, Sam? Apart from working.
Well, I'm playing a lot of my ukulele bass, and that's about it. It's the most useless instrument I own, but it's so good. Look at it.
I do like that. The strings are dead weird, aren't they? They're like rubber.
Yeah, it looks like spaghetti.
Yeah. This one's quite good. What is a Notora? If you Google it, you find some like really obscure like marketing websites. / I think Notora was like also a name of a character in some indie game.
Picking the name Notora was a hassle, wasn't it? Settling on a name. It must have taken months.
We all sort of had a nice sort of feeling for that name, and then we kept saying it, and then we were like, actually, that sounds really, really good.
I just remember there being a list of about 30 names that we came up with.
Yeah. I remember that because we went to your house, didn't we, Sam? We just had the list and we were kind of like...
Yeah, we just sat on a table with like cups of tea and just trying to make progress.
Tea and democracy.
That's what we stand for, and that's what Notora means. Next question.
The reason we sort of rebranded into this is obviously our old name was so unsearchable because it was just such a common word, cry.
Yeah.
You can't ever find that anywhere. So we wanted something that would come up first if you search it. And you have to these days because of the way everything's so internet run,
I do remember when we were trying to pick a name, just every time someone would have an idea, someone else would put it into Spotify just to see how viable it was going to be, for the searchability.
And I remember that because we searched Notora and there was no one called Notora. So that was a big winning factor.
It was a big factor.
This one, I think we should probably give this one to Darren. Topic: food. What are you cooking?
Apart from cake, I've just made a mac and cheese.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And what was it? It was a barbecue chicken mac and cheese. Something different. Curries, all sorts of things like that. And then obviously fat cake. Well, when we go on tour, we're gonna have to. It's gonna be like a little caravan. I'll have to have like a hob in there and an oven, and I'll cook.
That's obligatory at this point, isn't it? Just some fat munch for the road. What about you, Sam? What you've been cooking?
Well, working longer hours has made me lazy, so there's been many days where I've had 3 bowls of cereal.
Is that cooking?
I mean, it's 2 separate things. You put them together.
He's saying it's culinary.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not an incredible cook. I've just been making a lot of like scrambled egg and stir fries, just really quick fixes,
I've honestly just not had time. I've just been like snacking and just eating whatever's there. So 3 bowls of cereal a day. It's not a balanced diet, but there we go.
I mean,
I do have different cereals. It's not just one cereal.
I think you're having a bit of a withdrawal, aren't you, Sam? Because Mackey's shut and you can't get your 20
You have no idea how much money I'm saving now I can't go to Mackey's. You have absolutely no idea. It's actually really bad.